Types of essays every student needs to know. 1. Expositor Y essay. Explains a topic or idea, providing information and analysis without personal opinions. Expositor Y essay. The importance of reading books. Reading books plays a vital role in gaining knowledge, improving imagination, and developing language skills. Books provide valuable information that helps readers understand the world better. Unlike other forms of entertainment, reading encourages deep thinking and concentration. When people read regularly, they improve their vocabulary and communication skills, which are essential for education and career success. Moreover, books can transport readers to different times and places, allowing them to experience different cultures and ideas. Through stories and facts, readers can learn moral lessons, historical events, scientific discoveries, and philosophical thoughts. For students, reading helps improve comprehension and critical thinking, as it teaches them to analyze information and express ideas clearly. Reading also helps reduce stress. Many people find comfort and peace while reading a good book after a long day. It provides a healthy escape from daily problems and encourages personal growth. In addition, reading habits promote lifelong learning, keeping the mind active and curious even in old age. In conclusion, reading books is one of the best ways to gain knowledge and develop one's mind. It improves language skills, broadens perspectives, and builds character. Therefore, everyone, especially students, should make reading a regular part of their lives to enrich their understanding of the world and themselves. 2. Descriptive essay. Focuses on detailing a person, place, event, or object, using vivid language to create a sensory experience. Descriptive essay. My hometown, Battambang. My hometown, Battambang, is one of the most beautiful and peaceful provinces in Cambodia. It is located in the northwest part of the country and is known for its natural beauty, historical sites, and friendly people. The town is surrounded by green rice fields, small mountains, and quiet villages, creating a calm and relaxing atmosphere. When I walk through the town, I can smell the aroma of freshly cooked street food and hear the cheerful voices of vendors in the market. The streets are lined with old French-style buildings that remind visitors of the city's rich history. The San Cao River flows gently through the town, reflecting the sunlight and adding a sense of peace to the scenery. In the early morning, monks in orange robes walk along the streets to collect alms, while the local people start their day with smiles and greetings. During the evening, families and friends gather along the riverside to enjoy the cool breeze and share delicious local snacks. Battambang is not only beautiful, but also full of warmth and culture. It is a place where traditions are respected and community spirit is strong. Every time I return home, I feel comforted by its familiar sights, sounds, and smells. My hometown will always hold a special place in my heart because it represents love, peace, and unforgettable memories. 3. Narrative essay. Tells a story or recounts an event, often from the writer's personal perspective. Narrative essay. My first day at school. I still remember my first day at school as if it happened yesterday. I was 6 years old, holding my mother's hand tightly as we walked through the school gate. My heart was beating fast because everything felt so new and strange. The schoolyard was full of children laughing, talking, and playing, while teachers stood nearby with welcoming smiles. When the bell rang, I followed my classmates into the classroom. The room was bright and colorful, with posters and drawings on the walls. Our teacher, Miss C, greeted us warmly and told us to introduce ourselves. My voice trembled as I said my name, but she encouraged me with a kind smile. Slowly, I began to feel more comfortable. During the break, a friendly boy named B shared his snacks with me. We played together and soon became good friends. That small act of kindness made me realize that school could be a fun and friendly place. By the end of the day, I was no longer scared. I waved goodbye to my teacher and new friends, feeling proud of myself for being brave. My mother was waiting outside, smiling when she saw how happy I was. That day taught me that every new beginning may seem frightening at first, but courage and friendship can turn fear into joy. My first day at school became one of the most memorable experiences of my childhood. 4. Persuasive essay aims to convince the reader of a particular viewpoint or argument through reasoning and evidence. Persuasive essay. Students should wear school uniforms. School uniforms should be required for all students because they promote equality, discipline, and a sense of belonging. Many people believe that uniforms limit personal expression, but in reality, they help create a fair and focused learning environment. First, wearing uniforms reduces social and economic differences among students. When everyone wears the same clothes, it becomes less important who is rich or poor. This helps prevent bullying or teasing based on appearance and allows students to concentrate on their studies instead of fashion. Second, uniforms encourage discipline and respect for school rules. Dressing neatly helps students develop good habits and a sense of responsibility. When students look professional, they are more likely to take their education seriously. It also teaches them how to present themselves properly in future workplaces. Third, school uniforms create a strong sense of identity and unity. Students feel that they belong to a team working toward the same goals. This builds school spirit and pride, motivating them to represent their school positively in both academic and extracurricular activities. In conclusion, wearing school uniforms benefits students in many ways. It promotes equality, discipline, and unity, which are essential for both personal and academic success. Therefore, schools should make uniforms mandatory to create a fair and respectful learning environment for everyone. 5. Analytical essay analyzes a piece of literature, artwork, or a phenomenon, breaking it down to understand its components. Analytical essay. The theme of friendship in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone explores the theme of friendship as one of the most powerful forces in life. Through the characters of Harry, Ron, and Hermione, the novel shows how loyalty, trust, and teamwork can overcome challenges and defeat evil. From the beginning, Harry feels lonely and unwanted in his relative's home. However, his life changes when he meets Ron and Hermione at Hogwarts. Their friendship becomes his source of strength. For example, when facing dangerous situations such as getting past the three-headed dog or retrieving the Sorcerer's Stone, their combined courage and intelligence allow them to succeed. Each character's unique qualities contribute to their teamwork. Harry's bravery, Ron's loyalty, and Hermione's wisdom. Rowling uses their bond to show that true friendship goes beyond differences. Although the trio sometimes disagrees, they always support each other in times of need. This unity contrasts sharply with selfish characters like Draco Malfoy, who seeks power instead of companionship. The novel suggests that friendship built on honesty and respect is stronger than ambition or fear. In conclusion, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone teaches readers that friendship is essential for personal growth and victory over life's challenges. Rowling's portrayal of the trio reminds us that success is not achieved alone, but through mutual care and cooperation. Friendship, therefore, stands as one of the most meaningful themes in the story. 6. Argumentative essay. Similar to a persuasive essay, but it presents multiple viewpoints and argues for one side based on evidence. Argumentative essay. Online learning is as effective as traditional learning with the rapid growth of technology. Online learning has become a popular alternative to traditional classroom education. Some people argue that online learning is less effective because students lack face-to-face interaction, while others believe it offers equal or even greater benefits. In reality, Online learning can be just as effective as traditional learning when properly designed and managed. First, online learning provides flexibility and accessibility. Students can study anytime and anywhere, which is especially beneficial for those who live far from schools or have busy schedules. This flexibility allows learners to balance their studies with work or family responsibilities. Second, online education offers diverse learning materials such as videos, quizzes, and discussion forums. These tools help students engage with the content in interactive ways. Research shows that digital platforms can improve comprehension through multimedia learning. Moreover, online learners develop self-discipline and time management skills that are essential for lifelong success. However, critics argue that the lack of in-person communication makes online learning less engaging. While this concern is valid, modern online platforms now include live classes, group projects, and peer discussions to encourage collaboration and connection. In conclusion, online learning is an effective and modern approach to education. It offers flexibility, accessibility, and valuable digital skills. When supported by strong teaching methods, it can match and sometimes surpass the effectiveness of traditional classroom learning. The future of education lies in embracing both systems to meet diverse learning needs. 7. Compare and contrast essay. Examines the similarities and differences between two or more subjects. Compare and contrast essay. Online learning versus traditional learning. Education today can be experienced in two major ways: online learning and traditional classroom learning. Both methods aim to provide students with knowledge and skills, but they differ in learning environments, flexibility, and interaction styles. Despite these differences, each has its own unique advantages. Traditional learning takes place in a physical classroom, where students and teachers interact face-to-face. This method allows immediate feedback, group discussions, and a structured schedule. Students can build strong social connections and improve communication skills through direct interaction. However, it often requires fixed attendance and may not suit those with busy or irregular schedules. On the other hand, online learning offers flexibility and convenience. Students can access lessons anytime and anywhere, making it ideal for working adults or those living far from schools. Online platforms also provide a wide range of digital materials such as videos, quizzes, and forums that support independent learning. However, the lack of in-person communication can sometimes make students feel isolated or less motivated. In comparison, both systems share the goal of educating students effectively. The key difference lies in their delivery methods. Traditional learning emphasizes personal connection, while online learning focuses on flexibility and technology. In conclusion, both online and traditional learning have strengths and weaknesses. A balanced combination of the two, known as blended learning, might be the best approach, allowing students to enjoy the structure of classroom learning along with the convenience of digital education. 8. Reflective essay. Reflects on personal experiences and insights, often exploring how they have shaped the writer's thoughts and feelings. Reflective essay. Learning from failure. Failure is often viewed as something negative, but I have learned that it can be one of the most powerful teachers in life. One experience that changed my perspective on failure happened when I failed an important English exam in high school. At first, I felt disappointed, embarrassed, and discouraged. I had studied hard, but my results did not meet my expectations. After a few days of feeling upset, I decided to reflect on what went wrong. I realized that I had focused too much on memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules instead of practicing speaking and writing. This reflection helped me understand that learning a language is not just about studying, it's about using it. From that moment, I changed my study habits. I started watching English movies, speaking with friends, and writing daily journals. Over time, my skills improved, and I passed the next exam with confidence. More importantly, I gained self-awareness and resilience. I learned that failure is not the end, but a chance to grow stronger. It taught me patience, determination, and the importance of learning from mistakes. In conclusion, that failure became one of the most meaningful experiences in my life. It shaped my attitude toward challenges and motivated me to keep improving. Looking back, I am thankful for that moment because it taught me that true success comes from persistence, reflection, and the courage to try again. 9. Cause and Effect Essay explores the reasons for a particular event or situation and its outcomes. Cause and Effect Essay. The causes and effects of climate change. Climate change is one of the most serious global issues facing humanity today. It refers to long-term changes in the Earth's temperature, weather patterns, and natural systems. Understanding its causes and effects is essential to finding solutions for a sustainable future. One of the main causes of climate change is the excessive release of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat from the sun, creating the greenhouse effect that leads to global warming. Human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial production, have increased these emissions dramatically. Another major cause is agricultural expansion, which contributes to methane release and loss of forest cover. The effects of climate change are widespread and alarming. Rising global temperatures cause melting glaciers, higher sea levels, and extreme weather conditions such as floods, droughts, and heat waves. Many species are losing their habitats, leading to biodiversity loss. In addition, people in developing countries suffer from food shortages, poor health, and displacement due to changing climate conditions. In conclusion, climate change is primarily caused by human actions that disrupt the balance of nature. Its effects threaten the environment, wildlife, and human life across the planet. To reduce its impact, everyone must take responsibility by conserving energy, planting trees, and supporting clean technologies. Only through global cooperation can we protect our Earth for future generations.